a nice move, going right to the net, and he scores!
You're watching Kutztown Hockey, only on Nick's Hockey Broadcast.
You're watching Kutztown Hockey on Nick's Hockey Broadcast. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Fred Rust Arena, where tonight in D2, the Kutztown Golden Bears will take on the Delaware Blue Hens. Kutztown off to a good 3-1-0 start. They won 6-5 over Buffalo State, lost 5-1 to Embry-Riddle, and they are on a 2-game winning streak, winning 3-2 over Millersville, and last week winning 4-3 in an overtime epic game against the Ramapo Roadrunners. As for the Blue Hens, kind of a tough start. 0 wins, 3 losses, and 1 tie. Their last game was an 8-4 loss to Buffalo. Time for tonight's starting goaltenders. In net for the Blue Hens is number 35, Nathan DeRoche. DeRoche is 0-1-0, has it on goals against average 16.8. And in goal for the Golden Bears is number 34, Jay Johnny. Jay Johnny so far this season has played really well. A 2-0 record as we are about to get underway. This will be the first of 2 games this weekend. Kutztown's playing here tonight against the Blue Hens, so they'll take on Penn State Harrisburg tomorrow night, but obviously this game is more at hand. On the ice is Novak, Graney, Pareka, D-Rose, and Elnoa, and puck is dropped, and we are underway. It's the Golden Bears and the Delaware Blue Hens. Brooks passes back to his defense. DeCharo off the stick there of Jackson. Novak shovels it back towards the Delaware end of the zone, but taken there by Novak, flips it back to the corner as Antonio Onella, the freshman, was unable to keep it in the zone. Tipped off a stick, Onella passes it to Jackson Novak. The president of Kutztown Hockey still looking for his first goal as a Golden Bear this season. That shot goes right towards the net there as that puck deflects out of play. Bounces towards the official. Repsick trying to get it back out, but he couldn't. Vestola, as his pass bounces back towards the left wing of Shane Brennan, and this puck is deflected, and they'll call play to that with 19:03 to go in the first. And before I talk more about the game, I actually wanted to thank James with the right, who is the play-by-play announcer for the Delaware Blue Hens. He's actually broadcasting the game right now for 412 Communications. I appreciate him for allowing me permission to do the game here as well today at Fred Rust Arena. Josh Bauer, he's been hot as of late. He has scored in every game, 5 goals, 1 assist for 6 points. Had 3 goals in Lake Placid total. Had the overtime winning goal against the Roadrunners last week. Repsick will chase for it down towards the corner as Repsick will backhand it back to the right side. The reason we mentioned Josh Bauer, we'll give it back behind the goal. And one thing actually I wanted to mention now that I come to think of it, this ice here at Delaware is actually Olympic size. Third time this year the Golden Bears are playing on Olympic size ice, so they have more room to work with. This pass to Malid deflects off his stick. No icing here. As the Blue Hens will now try to move in with some numbers as it's chipped back towards the corner. There was a collision between Tyree Petaway and Charles Allen behind the net of Jay Johnny. Crowell will pass it in front as this will be an offsides against the Blue Hens. There was a late shot on net afterwards coming from Charles Allen as they'll drop the puck on one of the offside dots. Boyles wins the faceoff there for the Blue Hens as it's jumped back to the corner by Loftland. Jackson Foster corrals it back to Phil Molito, assistant captain of 48. As Liam O'Neill, one of 2 freshmen who scored his first goal as a Golden Bear in college. The other freshman was Griffin Carpenter, 13 in maroon. Gavin Wolf, the graduate student on the left side, will go right to the make a pass in front, but no Golden Bear to tip it home. It was taken away by Shedlock, 14 in white for the Blue Hens. Back coming the other way is Allen, who dumps it back to the corner as the Blue Hens get a line change. Petaway, who was with D3 all last year, only in his 5th game with D2. has had some scoring chances in the last few games. Carpenter tried to clear it in, but it was blocked off the chest there of Brooks. Back come the Blue Hens the other way. Watch out, it's a 1-on-2. And a shot, score! Max Fleckenstein. And it's 1-0 in favor of the Blue Hens. That is his second goal of the season. And exactly 3 minutes into the game, Delaware has a 1-0 lead. And it's 1-0 Blue Hens. Definitely a nice start for them. So going into this game, the Blue Hens have an 0-3-1 record. They tied 3-3 to Newman, lost 12-1, lost 6-0 to Niagara, and lost 8-4 to Buffalo. So they've had a bit of a rough start, but they're looking to make a rebound here as that shot deflected off the stick of Novak towards the corner. Now it's Antonio Onella as back comes the other way. It's the Blue Hens. It's Kyle Koss. Koss on the right side. Koss, a shot turned away off the stick of Jay Johnny as it deflects out of play. One thing I also want to mention, the best player in the history of the Southern Lehigh Spartans hockey team, which was the team I was with last year, Anthony Greco, attends at the University of Delaware. He is not playing against the Golden Bears tonight. He's on their ACHA D2 team. They're playing against Virginia Tech right now. So I wish good luck to my good friend, the Geico Greco, as he actually has a goal in his first 2 games. Well, playing 2 games, he has 1 goal so far in college hockey. So he's got a good start for himself in college. Good for him. But back to this game. DeRosa will have it right behind the net of Jay Johnny. D-Rose will try to escape him from Green. Watch out, the Blue Hens take it right back. A backhand shot blocked in front. And it saves me. Rebound, they score! The Blue Hens have a 2-0 lead less than 5 minutes into the game. Lane Singer makes it 2-0 in favor of Delaware. That is his second goal of the season. What a good start for Delaware. Not so much for the Golden Bears. Slotwinski, his pass deflected off a stick blade that went off the stick there in front as that bliss shot went right to the left corner. Scooped up by Bauer as it's turned over again. Watch out, the Blue Hens are going to bring it in from Burchard as this puck deflected off another stick and towards the left point. Backhanding into the zone there was Laughlin. Laughlin waiting on the left point, gets the puck back. Towards the corner it goes. As Slotwinski, who is the vice president of Kutztown Hockey, will give it to Perico, but it goes to Canestra. Slotwinski again. Paul Pericone at center. Tries to make an outlet pass to Chase Canestra as he couldn't maintain possession of the puck. What a start the freshman has had so far in his college career. Chase Canestra, 1 goal, 4 assists for 5 points. And a highlight reel goal against Millersville 2 weeks ago. Pass goes to Perico, dumps it back towards the behind the net there of DeRoche. Chipped off the stick there of Luke Repsick. And then taking possession there is Matthew Correll. This pass was intended for Luke Rich. As Rich was shoved there by Melito, brings it past the blue line. 14:30 and counting to go in the first period. It is 2-0 in favor of the Blue Hens. This pass goes back in front. This was intended there for Shane Brendan, but he couldn't get towards the net. And now Foster turned it back over there for Luke Rich as the Blue Hens were unable to keep it in the zone. D-Rose tried to give it to his forward, and now this goes to the corner. That shot goes wide. That was coming from Phil Melito. Back towards the play. A check is made there on DeRosa from Shane Brennan near the Blue Hens bench. And watch out, the Blue Hens, it's Brennan on the right side. Brennan, a shot. Save made there by Jay Johnny as it bounces towards the corner. Tyree Petaway tries to gather the puck back up. This comes in front. Center pass in front. The coming from Connor Brooks would not go. And now it goes back in front for another shot that was blocked down coming from Shane Brennan. And that was blocked by Liam O'Neill. Good play made by the freshman with two-way hockey. And now going for it on the corner is Sophia. And now goes behind the goal there for Shedlock. Shedlock being shoved there. Good defensive plays are being made there by Tyree Petaway as that shot goes wide. It's a swap shot from the circle. I believe it deflected coming there from Sophia. Michael Sophia 8 in white as the Blue Hens will have to retrieve it back. And this will be an icing against the Golden Bears. So on this face-off, it should be Stephen Boyles. And he'll go against Dalton Bull. Only has 1 goal so far this season. He scored in the season opener at Lake Placid against Buffalo State. Bringing it across the line there is Kosh. Kosh got it back in front there for a wrist shot. Goes off of Jay Johnny and wide from Charles Allen. This pass intended for Frankie Izzy, the freshman, would not go as icing is waved off. Izzy trying to go for it again, but it's forehand back to the Delaware defense. Shedlock cleared it off the boards as this was a brief delayed offsides against the Golden Bears, but for no more. Rattled off the boards there from Allen. And Stephen Boyles will take some brief possession of the boards as this puck deflects off the top of the glass, and they'll count that as it went out of play. Dalton Ball in this face-off will go against Nicholas Viola. Off the tie-up. It's scrambled there off a few bodies. Comes free to Antonio Onella to give it to Frankie Izzy, who simply clears it all the way down to Delaware ice. And icing will not happen in that play. Viola. Kick there in front. Goes back to the point. Antonio Onella. His wrist shot goes right into the breadbasket there of Nathan DeRoche. Stephen Graney against Nicholas Viola on the circle. Won there by the Blue Hens defensively. Falling down to the ice there, blowing a tire was Trent Laughlin as it comes back to the point of Antonio Onella. Jackson Novak, often called as Jackson Brovac in the locker room and in the classroom. People seem to like to call him by that name. As Max Fleckenstein, who has the first goal tonight for the Blue Hens, gets it back towards the corner. Antonio Onella, the former Inglewood Jaguar, off the boards intended there from Graney, coming from Jackson Novak, was turned back over as the Blue Hens have it on the left circle. Fleckenstein, as his pass was too far. Shot back into the zone. 11 minutes and counting to go in the first period. It's 2-0 Blue Hens, as this will be another icing against Kutztown. Icing was something we did not really see last game when the Golden Bears played the Ramapode Roadrunners. We barely saw icings at all, as a matter of fact. What we did see was a lot of stoppages of play and a lot of physicality. Not seeing too much physicality so far, but we are only not even 10 minutes into this game. Graney on this face-off against Lane Singer. One back in front for a point for a shot there coming from Michael Sophia, but they're going to call play dead. I believe they're just going to simply redo the face-off. And they will. Graney would go for the defensive face-off again, as the Blue Hens will try to take control. It's whacked out of the air there from Michael Sophia. Shot back towards the corner there of Jack Dilberto. As now the Golden Bears will try to rush with some semblance of offense, which they've struggled with so far. Here comes Stephen Graney. Spin move in front. Nice no-look pass trying to get to Jackson Novak, but he couldn't connect on the play. 2-3 now developing for the Blue Hens. Here comes a nice move in front for a shot. Same made by Jay Johnny. Nice moves was made there by Lane Singer, but he just simply couldn't finish it. They battle for it on the left corner. It's stuck somewhere in the middle of all those Golden Bears, and Blue Hens comes free there as it comes back to the point for a wrist shot deflected towards his head. That shot in front came there from Ty Vestola as the Golden Bears will try to rush back the other way. Jackson Novak, he's got Josh Bauer on this side. Novak tried to get it back towards, I believe he tried to get it to Bauer, but it was blocked. As now this puck goes off the glass there from Sophia. Bounce as the Blue Hens whack at the puck that came from Michael Sophia, but it will cost him with an icing. So he'll have to stay on the ice as well as the rest of his line mates. Luke Repsick, Chase Canestra, Josh Bauer, the dangerous line. They all have worked well together so far. So watch out. We'll see what they'll do here on this shift. Swatwinski and Perico are on the ice as well. Backhanded to Repsick. Swatwinski hits it and goes into the safety netting, right into the Delaware bench. So again, this is Olympic-size ice here at Fred Rust Arena. Be curious to see if the amount of room on the ice plays any difference here, but obviously for Delaware, they seem to be quite used to it. Off this faceoff, won by Repsick. Swatwinski to Paul Perico, shoots it right towards the glove there of Nathan DeRoche as he is going to hold on with 9:34 to go in the first period. It is still 2-0 Blue Hens. Repsick for this face-off, gathered up there by Josh Bauer. Got there for Canestra, who tried to finesse on through, but his shot was blocked. And I believe it went off the body of Luke Rich. As now Swatwinski gets it back for Perico. Perico, outlet pass goes to Rude Repsick. It's a 2-2. Repsick a shot, and that trickles wide. Repsick gets it back again, however. On the corner now, Repsick flips over there for Swatwinski. Takes a wrist shot, deflected towards the net there, and a save is made there by DeRoche. Out in front as they couldn't get a shot. Swatwinski, drive pass there towards Repsick, went wide from him. Clearing it off the boards there was Brooks. As the Blue Hens seemingly survived that. Meanwhile, they're going to move on a 2-on-2, brought back there by Luke Rich, as he'll fling one back towards the corner. Got it up there by Gibbons. And now the Blue Hens will still try to get possession, but not for long. Back comes Paul Pericone, who scored last game. He's on a 2-game goal streak now for the Golden Bears, as he's shoved there towards the glass. Canestra hit there towards the Blue Hens bench, and we are going to get a whistle, and we are going to have a penalty coming up. It's an interference call coming up against Shane Brennan for the Delaware Blue Hens. So the Kutztown Golden Bears, just what they needed, they are going on the power play. With 8:26 to go in the first period, 2-0 Blue Hens, with them having a very good start. And it'll be a 2-minute penalty, just to clarify, because we've had a lot of 5-minute and 4-minute penalties for both D2 and D3 over the last few weeks for Kutztown. Off this face-off, Jackson Novak. Rush towards the corner. Novak off the boards there for Josh Bauer. Bauer down to William O'Neill. Back it goes to Novak. Novak towards the point. Kutztown setting up here. DeRosa. Now it's Graney. Graney, DeRosa, a drive and deflected. And it was a weak shot as that puck is cleared past the blue line. So DeRosa had the right opportunity there. It just did not have enough precision on his shot and not much power to it. And now DeRosa will give it back to Stephen Graney. Lost control of it as it's shot back there from the corner. Ashagazi was the one that cleared it in. A minute 08 to go in the power play now as Stephen Graney will rush back towards center ice. Graney going past the line. Graney on the left circle and on the wing going behind the goal. Kutztown setting up here. Coach Buffon Batista setting up on their special teams. Graney lost control as well as DeRosa. This puck flips out of the air. Gravity brings it down as they'll count it as it went into the Delaware bench. 50 seconds to go on the man advantage. 7:16 to go in the first period. 2-0 Blue Hens. This face-off is won there by Repsick. Gives it Perico. Has Canestra waiting in front of the goal. There is Carpenter as well as Owen Pareca. That shot saved there by DeRoche as it goes behind the goal. Delaware attempts to clear, but they can't get it out. Repsick moving right by to Perico as Canestra waiting in an Ovechkin-like style as that goes off the stick there of Viola as Delaware manages to clear. Jay Johnny for Paul Pericone. 20 seconds left on the interference penalty against Shane Brennan. Back comes Luke Repsick past the line. Moving in with some speed. Repsick behind the net, still holding on, looking at his option plays. Got there for Perico. Chipped pass back and goes to Repsick. 4 seconds to go in the power play. Perico to Canestra. Canestra waits. Pass in front there. A shot there. Saved me by DeRoche coming there from Luke Repsick. As the Blue Hens will survive that power play. As that wrist shot goes off the blocker there. Good save is made there by Nathan DeRoche. And the Blue Hens will move back the other way. Matthew Crowell briefly had the puck. As Canestra gives it there for Griffin Carpenter, who lost control of the puck. Golden Bears get a line change, and now Phil Molita will chase for it and try to hold on to it on the boards. He's got Colton Bates, Liam O'Neill, Michael DeRosa, and Antonio Elnella as reinforcements. Stephen Boyles to Kyle Kosh. As it's still into the Delaware zone. Chasing for is the freshman Liam O'Neill. Falls down. Seemed on a legal play. On the boards now. Possessed there briefly there by Charles Allen. As the Golden Bears are still maintaining offense. Good from their perspective. Not so much there for the Blue Hens. That shot from Colton Bates goes wide. Bates, the sophomore, still looking for his first goal of the season. He had an assist last game against the Ramapo Roadrunners. It is 2-0 Blue Hens with 5:11 and counting to go in the first period. Colton Bates on the corner. Being shoved there by Michael Sophia. Jackson Novak trying to get control. And Gavin Wolf tries to steal it away and succeeds. Gavin Wolf reinforces from the Golden Bears. This comes in front for DeRosa, but it missed his stick. Graney. Behind the net there is Novak. Puck to the back to Antonio Elnella. The freshman defenseman. As this is nearly cleared there by Ty Vestola. Jackson Novak trying to twirl around. Stephen Boyles gives it back there for Ty Vestola as now the Golden Bears are going to try to take it away. Gavin Wolf backhands it there towards Stephen Graney. It's stuck somewhere out of the middle of all those players. See how long it takes for it to get free, and does. Wolf, the graduate student, got in front there for Novak, who fell down, as the Blue Hens are going to try to clear it back towards center ice, and they do. Antonio Nella will now take it back in. He'll clear it into the zone. 4 minutes to go in the first period. It is still 2-0 Blue Hens. As I have said that we have a player down for the Golden Bears. I did not see what happened. I was looking to see where the puck was. That is freshman Antonio Elnella. He is in some serious distress. Medical trainer for the Blue Hens is going to come out now. Hopefully Elnella is okay. Again, I did not see what happened. The puck was on the other side of the ice as Elnella is going to get up on his own power. Hands are clapping. 6 tapping on the boards. Good side to Elnella is at least getting back to the bench on his own weight. And hopefully he will be okay. I'll let you know if I see him back on the ice. No penalties were assessed as a result of that. Liam Singer won that faceoff for the Blue Hens. As Perico lost the puck, it was turned back over there. Watch out! A save is made by Jay Johnny coming there from Lane Singer. As Perico was juggling the puck, had no idea where it was, or he might have been. He just couldn't control it. I see Antonio Elnella is outside this will be an offsides here against the Golden Bears. I see Antonio Elnella out of the bench right now talking to, appears to be some of the medical staff. I'll keep my eyes on him and give you any updates if I have them. So now on the ice for the Golden Bears is Canestra, Perricone, Ripsick, Swatwinski, and Josh Bauer. Repsick will go for this face-off against Singer. It's dropped, and the Bears win it. Canestra shoots it back in. Off the stick there of DeRoche. Josh Bauer trying to take the puck back, however, could not find a way to get it. As the Blue Hens will backhand it towards the corner as they're going to make a right-wing pass there as they couldn't get a shot there. Waiting on the side of the cage there was Alex Bedard as the Blue Hens still set up on the corner. 3:05 and counting to go in the first period. It's still 2-0 in favor of Delaware. Trying to take it away was Bauer, and he failed. A slap shot was blocked by Slawinski. Coming from Lane Singer. Paul Perricone fanned on his pass towards Canestra. Canestra behind his net. Nearly turned it over there off the body of Lane Singer. Repsick got to got to Paul Perricone with Bauer on his wing. As it's cleared back in towards past center ice, actually. Crowell. And on the wing there, it's Freckenstein. The first goal tonight for the Blue Hens. Flips one down to center ice. Gravity brings the puck down as Stephen Graney will twirl back in his own zone. Graney going past the line. Has Novak behind him. Graney going right behind him. Pass in front to Novak as they couldn't get a shot on that. And meanwhile goes back to Remsick. Blocker save made there by DeRose. Cleared off the glass from Brooks. Line change for the Blue Hens, or at least a slight line change. Owen Pareca, who was out last game due to attending a wedding, but he's back on the roster tonight. No one is out for the Golden Bears tonight. 1:40 and counting to go in the period. It's 2-0 Blue Hens. As it's on the corner there for Graney. Pareca couldn't receive the pass as it goes all the way down to Jay Johnny. Johnny shoots it towards center ice, gathered up there by Stephen Graney. Ran into Luke Rich there as he was somewhat checked. As now Petaway goes for it towards Graney. A check is made by Foster. Graney trying to get the puck out of Luke Rich. As Luke Rich goes down, gets back on his feet. I believe he did. He slashed Jackson Foster, and that's going to cost him. It's a delayed penalty coming up. It's against the Blue Hens. So the Golden Bears are about to go on yet another power play. Tyree Petaway was hit towards the net. Golden Bears looking for another penalty. I don't think they're going to give that one as Phil Molino brings it past the line. Molino making a nice move as the Blue Hens will touch up. And the Golden Bears, with 42.7 seconds to go in the period, will go back on the power play. So Shane Brennan will be in the box. Actually, there's going to be two. Actually, they did call both penalties. I thought they only called one penalty. I believe the Golden Bears won the second, and they're going to get. So there's two players in the box for the Blue Hens. One is Shane Brennan in the box for the second time, and Luke Rich. So they got two Blue Hens in the box right now. So it's going to be a 5-on-3 for the next 2 minutes. This power play will in fact go into the second period if the Bears do not score on it. So with a 5-on-3 and with Olympic-size ice, the Bears have a lot of room and time to work with here. As now the Blue Hens are going to move in short-handed. A 1-on-3 there for Michael Sophia, trying to kill as much time as he can. 26 seconds and counting to go in the period. Chase Canestra going past the line. The outstanding freshman makes a nice move as he hits it off the side of the cage. 12 seconds left to go in the period. Cleared back towards the end there of Jay Johnny for Owen Pareca. 5 seconds to go in the period. Time's winding down, and it is 2-0. Delaware Blue Hens after one. The Golden Bears will have a 5-on-3 power play for 1:18 going into the second period. We will be back for the second. Second period is about to get underway at Fred Rust Arena. It is 2-0 in favor of the Delaware Blue Hens. Shots on net tied at 7 apiece. The Golden Bears will be on a 5-on-3 power play for 1:18 to start this period. And for anyone wondering, I do have an update on Kutztown defenseman number 94, Antonio Onello, who was a bit shaken up coming off the ice earlier in the first period. I have been told that he is questionable to return. He is on the bench right now, still with all of his equipment on. He's about to put his helmet back on, I believe. So we'll see if he returns to the game. So again, a 5-on-3 for 1:18 as the Bears are down 2-0. Jay Johnny moves to the right side. Nathan DeRoche moves to the left. O'Neill, Graney, Bauer, Perricone, and Novak for this faceoff. There appears to be a fan section, student section actually, for the Blue Hens, all shirtless on the other side of the ring to support their Blue Hens as they lead 2-0 in the second period. And to start out, it's Jackson Novak, the captain and president of KU Hockey. Novak's going away, gives it to Perico. I believe that puck went off the glove there of DeRoche. Good save there. Now it's Novak again. Holding on, waiting, back to Perico. They'll try again. Pass to the side of that. There by Graney was blocked. Perico gets it back there for Novak. Novak gets shot. Trickles wide. 50 seconds and counting to go in the 5-on-3. Perico still holds on to the captain and goes to Novak for a wrist shot that goes wide. Out in front there, jabbed it towards the side of the cage as they're going to call play dead. DeRoche, was able to make the stop there. 39 seconds to go on the man advantage. On this face-off dot shall be Graney. And off the face-off, the Bears win it. Paul Perico waiting, gives it back to Novak as he lost. The puck falls down and chips it back to Liam O'Neill. O'Neill to Novak again. Novak to Perico. Perico holding on the screen. That shot goes wide. I believe he intended to try to get a tip stick in front of Graney. Meanwhile, here's Novak on the corner. Back to O'Neill. 15 seconds on the 5-on-3. And that shot is blocked down. Good defensive play made by Sophia from the blast of Paul Perico. Now it's Novak. Novak firing a shot that went off the boards and wide as the 5-on-3 has just expired. The Blue Hens survived that. And back comes Novak as Graney. He gets shoveled there on the circle. He got hit there by Michael Sophia as this is cleared all the way. It's not cleared all the way back down. It's a fair play. Pass in front, 2-on-1. It's blocked there by DeRosa. On the left side was Lane Singer on a 2-on-1. But D-Rose makes the good defensive play to block that pass, but it's intercepted. Back there comes Lane Singer again. That shot does not go. Pass in front there. Man, oh man, Lane Singer's had some good chances these last few moments. Unfortunately, from the Blue Hens' perspective, they couldn't figure it out, but fortunately, from the Bears' perspective, they were able to survive. And Antonio Onella appears to be A-OK as he's on the ice right now as we're going to get a whistle with 17:55 to go in the first period. So that's great to see Onella back on the ice. You can see him there, 94 in maroon, as he's going to still stay on the ice, as well as DeRosa, Bates, Frankie Izzy, and Phil Melito. DeRosa on defense, clears it as he was not past the red line, I believe. As it's cleared back to the other right. Chasing after there for the Blue Hens once again, it's Lane Singer. Lane Singer, as DeRosa was somewhat toppled on the boards. Bates gets hit hard there. He gets hit hard there. He got hit hard by Max Fleckenstein, who has the first goal tonight. And now it's Frankie Izzy, the freshman, with a wrist shot and a glove save once again is made by DeRoche. So Lane Singer, who's been quite dangerous for the Blue Hens so far, has a goal tonight, 25 in white. So he has 2 goals and an assist actually not going into this game. Now he has 2 goals. He had 1 goal and 1 assist going into tonight, and now he's got 2 for 3 points. Griffin Carpenter. And now going for it. Here comes Gavin Wolf with a wrist shot, and that was blocked down off the body. As now Gavin Wolf is going to hold on. Wolf takes a shot, deflected right into the pads and into the glove there of DeRoche. 16:57 to go in the first. It's still 2-0 in favor of the Delaware Blue Hens. First time this season, Kutztown has not scored in the first period. Still got plenty of time to work with, but they're still down by a pair. Off this face-off, gathered by the Delaware defense. Sophia trying to make this pass. It connects there through for Tyler Shedlock. And now it's nearly gathered up there towards the corner of Charles Allen. Takes a shot from the corner, and it goes off the shaft of the stick there of Jay Johnny. Another shot there by Allen would not go as that went wide. And back coming the other way is a shot there for Kutztown. That was Phil Melito as that went out of play. Beg your pardon, that was actually Gavin Wolf with a shot on net. Repsick for this faceoff. The Repsick-Canestra barrel line is on the ice right now for the Golden Bears. Canestra with one hand on a stick chips it to Josh Bauer. 5 goals so far this season for the former Parkland Trojan sophomore. Stuck into the Kutztown corner near the KU bench. Comes free to Josh Bauer, recently mentioned, and it's stolen away. Good play is made by Michael Gibbons, who clears it past the blue line. On the corner there's Perico, turns it over there back for the Blue Hens. That was Luke Rich, as now the Blue Hens set back up there for Gibbons. And Luke Rich takes a shot from the angle that goes wide. Chase Canestra behind his own net will wait. Gives it to Paul Perricone as well as Swatwinski. Perico hits it off the boards and all the way down. Crowell back to Fleckenstein as Perricone this will be an offsides here against KU with 15:27 to go in the first. 2-0 Delaware. Off this tie-up of Novak as he clears it into the Blue Hens' nest. And now Antonio O'Neill, who's a little bit shoved there towards the KU bench. And now goes to Jackson Novak, who ran into a near poke check is made. And we have a delayed penalty coming up. It's going to be against the Blue Hens. I'll go over that entire play right now. Novak was trying to go towards the net, and trying to poke check the puck was Nathan DeRoche, as the Blue Hens have now caused their 3rd penalty of the game. Another big chance for the Golden Bears, this time in the box for tripping shall be number 6, Connor Brooks. So he'll go into the box of shame for 2 minutes. So yet another opportunity for the Golden Bears to at least get on the board. Off this tie-up, as now the Blue Hens will try to get it right back out shorthanded. It was Kyle Kosh who leads the team in points going into tonight. 1 goal and 2 assists. Paul Perricone trying to avoid the defensive check there of Nicholas Viola. On the right side there is O'Neill. Back it goes to the captain. Novak with Perricone. Got it right back to him. Gives it back for Novak, who takes a wrist shot, blocked down. Novak back to Perricone. Perricone, Novak, one-time blast, and that goes wide. Novak really trying to get his first goal of the season. As Perricone on the right corner. Back to Novak, takes a slap shot again as it was fanned on. Oh, man, he intended to give that puck a lot of power. He's somewhat frustrated going to the bench. As Jay Johnny launched out, he nearly turned it over there to Nicholas Viola. Had an open net for a brief second, as the Blue Hens are going to try to kill some time. Halfway through the power play. Fan cleared attempt made by Tyler Shedlock, as we're going to get it offsides. 14:01 to go in the first. Still 2-0 Blue Hens. And actually, it was not an offsides. It is a penalty on freshman Liam O'Neill for 2 minutes. He's getting an interference call. So it'll be 4-4 for the next 53 seconds, and then the Blue Hens will go on a shorter power play. A power play nevertheless. Off this face-off, as Repsick backhands it there towards the boards, and moving right by the other way is Phil Melito. Gets taken down there by Lane Singer, as the Blue Hens hold on the defensive side of the puck. Singer makes his pass there for Matthew Crowell. This puck is behind the net. This puck now is turned over there to Repsick. Now it's Perricone. Fedwet across there. Pass in front that goes wide from DeRosa. 15 seconds until the power play begins for the Blue Hens. Connor Brooks will be freed out of the buck shortly for the Blue Hens. And this pass goes to the left side of Michael DeRosa, who lost control. Checked off the stick there, Repsick. And the Blue Hens will have a power play for the next minute 06 and counting. Here's Phil Melito. Got there for Paul Perricone, as the Bears still in possession of the puck, but not for much longer. Holding on there is Trent Laughlin, 28 in white. Laughlin will give it there for a backhand there by Lane Singer. And now the Blue Hens will move on into the KUN as Perico will shoot it all the way down. Line change for the Golden Bears. Behind the net there is Matthew Corwell. This outlet pass now goes to Luke Rich. Bringing it past the line there for the Blue Hens was Michael Gibbons. Gibbons on the corner. Back to the point it goes to Corwell. Corwell back to Gibbons. They play catch as the Blue Hens will set up on this power play. Back it comes there for a shot. The rebound, they score! It's a 3-0 lead for Delaware. Shane Brennan, after causing a penalty earlier in the game, gets some redemption, and the Blue Hens on the power play have made it 3-0. For Shane Brennan, this is his first game of the season, and he gets his first goal. What a way to start your year. Uncharted territory for the Golden Bears, as for the first time this season, or I should say for the first time since, what I would say is that for the first time since their game against Embry-Riddle Lake Placid, they're down by 3. Turning back in his zone is Connor Brooks. Pass off the stick there of Dalton Bull. So the Bears still have a lot of time, but they are down by 3. Not a good start for this D2 edition of Kutztown Hockey on Nick's Hockey Broadcast. Tyree Petaway, still new to D2, who was with D3 all of last year. He wore 14 in maroon last year. This year he's wearing 3. As avoiding the check there was Luke Rich off of Gavin Wolf as he shoots it back into the zone. Going forward was Dalton Bull. Held there by the recent goal scorer Shane Brennan. And now goes to Carpenter as that pass was blocked down as the Blue Hens carefully brings it back to center ice. Luke Rich will dump it back in for the deposit play. Line change for the Blue Hens off their nest at bench, or I should say, as Jackson Foster has it behind his net. Foster off the skates there of Tyree Petaway. And the Blue Hens will have it back towards the circle there was Shedlock. Going forward there is Charles Allen. Allen on the corner, trying to make a pass towards the side of the gates. As a shot from the angle, I believe deflected off of Jay Johnny, coming there from Stephen Boyles, as we have a Golden Bear down on the ice. Earlier we had DeRosa. It's Dalton Bull as he's going to slowly get back up on his own power. Can't exactly tell what he's laboring, but he appears to be in some kind of distress, to say the least. And as I say that, we have a penalty against the Golden Bears. It's Tyree Petaway. So he'll be in the box for the next 2 minutes. I'll give you an update on what that penalty was for, as the Blue Hens are going on the power play once again. On the point there was Michael Gibbons. Now back it goes to Connor Brooks with a shot saved made by Jay Johnny. Pass comes to Kyle Kosh. Michael Gibbons. Gibbons flings one to the side of the corner for Lane Singer. Singer off the boards. It comes back there for Gibbons. Gibbons in front there going to Brooks. Brooks back to Gibbons. Pass there for Singer as he couldn't get the shot towards the net. He fanned on the play. On the point, the Blue Hens keep it in. Good play made by Connor Brooks. Got one there across there for Gibbons. Gibbons with a wrist shot as that goes into the wrong net. Gibbons, you got to hit the net on the ice, not over the glass, as that goes out of play. 1:15 to go on the Tyree Petaway minor penalty. Singer won this faceoff. Gibbons, as Remsick trying to defend in front of him, gives it, tipped off a stick, goes to Brooks. Now it's Singer. Singer, Perico lost an edge. Got it back in front there for a wrist shot. Blocked down. Good chance there for Connor Brooks. Would not go. And Brooks still maintains to keep it into the zone. There's a slap shot, and that goes wide. What a chance there for Lane Singer. had Ovechkin-like power from the right circle, but not enough accuracy. Kyle Kosh, 45 seconds to go on the power play for the Blue Hens. Now comes back there for Gibbons. Kyle Kosh, leading in points for the Blue Hens going into tonight's game. Flipped up there for Singer. Singer will wait. Pass goes back to the point for a shot that was blocked there by, I believe it went off of DeRosa's skate, coming there from Connor Brooks. Power play will expire in 20 seconds. Brooks side of that. Here's a shot there by Singer that was blocked down by Stephen Graney. Will go for it short-handed. Here comes Stephen Graney. Short-handed breakaway. Graney! And it's denied there. Went off the pad there of Nathan DeRose. What a chance for the Golden Bears to maybe get on the board. They couldn't finish it, but at least the power play has just ended. As I say that, we're about to have a power play for the Golden Bears. There appeared to be some kind of collision near the KU bench. You can hear them as the Blue Hens touch up. So the Golden Bears, right after they had that short-handed breakaway from Stephen Graney, will go back on the power play. It is a cross-checking penalty against Kyle Kosh. So big chance for KU once again to at least get on the board. We'll see what they'll do here. And who else is on the ice other than Josh Bauer? Bauer, Novak, Canestra, DeRosa, and Melito on the ice surface right now. Michael DeRosa gives it there for Melito. Now it's Novak. Novak waiting. Back it goes to DeRosa. Side of the cage is Phil Melito. In front of the goal there is Josh Bauer. As DeRosa holds on. Back to Canestra, fakes the drive. And Novak holds on to it again. Novak to DeRosa. DeRosa waiting, spins. As he's going to 12 back towards the point. On the corner there is Phil Melito. Waiting for a passing play. Back it goes to DeRosa. Now it's Novak. Novak waits. Down to Canestra. Canestra moving on by for a shot. And a nice left pad pillow stop is made by Nathan DeRoche as the Blue Hens manage to clear. Novak behind his own goal. Minute 08 to go in the power play. 7.5 minutes to go in the second period. Here comes Novak on the corner, going behind the net. Still controls and holds on. Novak waiting with the shot. And a save is made once again. Right into the chest and into the breadbasket of Nathan DeRoche. So like I was saying going into this game, Nathan DeRoche going into it had a goals against average 16.8. I'm sure unless the Golden Bears score about 20 goals, I'm sure that number will definitely decrease after tonight. He's been pretty good so far. 52 seconds and counting on the man advantage for the Golden Bears. Jackson Novak. Now to Paul Perricone. Novak a drive. As that shot deflected, it goes wide. As Perricone, meanwhile, on the right point, had a collision on Shane Brendan. And now it's Graney. Graney, as he's going to move right back to the corner, as he lost control of the puck, as Ty Vastola manages to shoot it all the way down. With less than 30 seconds to go on the Kyle Koch minor penalty. 6:44 and counting to go in the second period. It is 3-0 Blue Hens in this fast-paced game. Paul Perricone past the line as this is going to be an offsides. Bauer getting a little feisty right before the puck was dropped. As he's going to be, as the official is telling the two players to calm down a little bit here. Almost wonder if Josh Bauer is thinking if that's Anthony Greco from Southern Lehigh last year, as he used to wear 23, but he's not playing here tonight. Pass comes in front there from Stephen Graney to Paul Perricone. As the power play has just expired, back to 5-on-5 hockey. As that shot there by Graney once again goes into the glove of DeRose. 6:19 to go in the second period. 3-0 Blue Hens. Colton Bates for this faceoff with Melito. As Melito nearly had it behind the cage, trying to get it back as he lost somewhat of his balance. This puck now goes towards the boards, intended there for Boyles. As now the Antonio Nello trying to keep it onside, but the Blue Hens will move right back into the zone. Allen with a wrist shot goes. I almost thought that went into the glove of Jay Johnny, but it went wide as Johnny was reacting to the puck. And meanwhile, the Blue Hens will make a backhand pass going there with Shedlock. Falling down there for the Blue Hens was Laughlin. Off the boards, a collision's made at center ice that involved Phil Melito, as that will be a delayed penalty. Meanwhile, the Golden Bears get a wrist shot there from Liam O'Neill that was swallowed up, but regardless, the Golden Bears are going back on the power play yet again. This time in the box, a shame for Delaware. It shall be Trent Laughlin. Defense in 28, 2 minutes in the box, a shame. This is his 4th game of the season. As the Golden Bears back to the man advantage, they go. Stephen Graney with Josh Bauer and a few others, as it's cleared right off the faceoff by Delaware. No icing here since this is a penalty kill for the Blue Hens. Novak. Pass goes in front of the cage, picked up there by Paul Perricone. Perricone at center ice. Lost control as the Blue Hens have been killing off so far about the first 20 seconds of this power play. Coming the other way is Jackson Novak. Noah flips one there towards Repsick, and it goes to Graney. Graney in front there for Perricone. Perricone shot, and a good defensive play is made by Griffin Sonesi. As meanwhile, the Blue Hens moving the other way. It's Singer backhand shot, and a nice left pad save is made by Jay Johnny. Remember that save if the Bears come back. He sprawls across from right to left and makes the stop. Minute 18 to go in the power play. 4:50 to go in the second period. 3-0 Delaware. And off this face-off, Novak behind his own goal will try to escape. Bears not doing too great on the power play so far. As a good play is made by DeRose. As a check is made there on center ice on Perricone. Meanwhile, the Blue Hens nearly moved in with some numbers, but losing his stick was Crowell, as now the Golden Bears will move back the other way for Stephen Graney. Going past the line, Graney trying to make a nice move. Guy there for Bauer! And a save is made once again by DeRose, as we have some shoves immediately after the play. Being taken down there was Josh Bauer. Couldn't see what Blue Hen exactly took him down. Whether if any penalties will be issued as a result of that. There's still 45 seconds left on the penalty against Laughlin as the game is still going to remain 5-on-4 for 45 seconds. Graney against Viola. And the Bears win it. Repsick to Jackson Novak. Novak with DeRosa. Gives it to him. The Bears finally setting something up here on this power play. DeRosa is going to wait. Gives it back for Novak. DeRosa, one-time blast that was blocked. Actually, no, it was not blocked. It went right into the glove again of DeRose. Exactly 30 seconds to go on the man advantage. Special teams has been kind of a weakness so far for the Golden Bears tonight, at least. The power plays haven't looked the best, and the penalty kills haven't been. They've been somewhat decent so far, but not entirely great. We'll see what they'll do in the rest of this game, however. Graney, Novak. Now it's DeRosa. Graney again. Now it's Novak approaching towards the net, as Novak's still going to wait, trying to stash on play. The net was nearly empty as DeRosa, the goaltender, was way out of his crease, but he's back in it now. Here is Novak delaying the shot. Trying to get the side on net there of DeRosa. The power play is going to expire in 7 seconds as the Blue Hens clear it all the way down. And now we are back to 5-on-5 hockey. Falling down there into the snow was Novak on that play. There's a stray stick onto the ice, as Graney's pass was blocked down and deflected off of Gibbons. And now Stephen Graney, he's got Novak as well as Repsick on a 3-on-2. Here comes Graney, passing for first, and they score! Mr. President Brovac gets his first of the year, and Kutztown gets on the board. And Brovac, as they call him in the locker room, finally gets his first of the season and the 5th game of the year. He's been dying to get one of those as he makes it a 2-goal game at Delaware. And right away, going for it on the corner was Brandon. Colton Bates gets checked down towards the boards. Now it's Tyree Petaway racing the other way towards William O'Neill. This pass goes to the wing of Diliberto. And meanwhile, Shane Brennan has it on as a 2-on-2 developing here as that pass is blocked there by William O'Neill. To the corner goes there for Gibbons. Gibbons trying to give it back to his defender, but he couldn't connect on the play. DeRoche way out of his net, going back to his crease as Brooks got back there for Colton Bates, who gets checked hard there up high. As now the Blue Hens hit it off the boards. Tyree Petaway will shoot it down towards the net there of DeRosa. Stick goes flying into the scores table. I'm not sure how that happened. One of the workers in the box managed to catch it. I'm not sure if you're able to see it, but that's a moment those guys down there certainly won't forget. It's a broken stick belonging to a Kutztown player. Couldn't see who that was to. With a little less than 2 minutes to go in the period, it is 3-1 Blue Hens. Centering pass there from Boyles goes there to Shedlock. Shedlock on behind the cage there for Boyles. Couldn't connect on that pass. Crowell. Now it's Boyles. Centering pass in front there as they couldn't get a shot there coming there from Charles Allen. Backhand pass bounces. And now trying to connect to the play is Gavin Wolf. Griffin Carpenter. The freshman. As now Foster gets hit hard there off the boards. He gets leveled hard there by Charles Allen on a clean checking play. The puck was near him, so that would not have been interference. To the point there, Swalinski with a shot as that does not go. Last minute to play in the second period. It still says first period actually on the scoreboard, so I think that's a reason why I kind of messed that up, as we have a delayed offsides against the Blue Hens, as they're going to get a whistle with 47.8 seconds to go. One thing I wanted to mention on the stat sheet on various websites for stats for these teams, it says that Jackson Novak going into this game has a goal. He in fact did not have one. They counted a goal that he had against Buffalo State at Lake Placid. The game-winning goal actually went to Josh Bauer. Novak got the assist. It deflected off of his stick and into the net. So Novak gets his official first goal of the season, but it says 2 in the stat sheet. Just wanted to clarify that. Repsick for this face-off. One defensively by the Blue Hens as Repsick tries to get a shot right off the draw that was blocked. Outlet pass going to the right side. As this goes behind the net. Josh Bauer off the glass. Couldn't clear it out of the zone. It goes off of Vestola. As Perico got it to Slotwinski. Outlet pass towards Josh Bauer. 22 seconds and counting to go in the period. Sophia. Vestola shoved there by front there by Canestra. Repsick will take it towards the corner. 5 seconds to go in the period as the Blue Hens will try to kill off the rest of the clock, as it is 3-1 Blue Hens after 2. It was a nice sight to see Jackson Novak at least scoring. The Golden Bears are still down by 2, but at least they have some life. We'll be back for the third. Third period is about to get underway at Delaware. It is 3-1 Delaware after 2. Jackson Novak, the president of Kutztown Hockey itself, gets his first goal of the season. But the Bears are still down by a pair in the last period of regulation. And I must say, this game has gone really quick. Or maybe I am just at least saying that, seeing how we had so many stoppages of play and long times to assess penalties in the last few games for both D2 and D3. But regardless of all that, the third period is about to begin. On the ice, it's Jay Johnny, it's Stephen Grady, It's Jackson Novak, Owen Pareca, Michael DeRosa, and Antonio Onella, who was shaken up earlier, played throughout the second period, and will start on the first line in the third period. Grady and Singer. Third period is underway at Fred Rust Arena. DeRosa shoots it into the zone off the glass, comes in front there towards Grady, and moving back the other way is Brooks, trying to accelerate with some speed. Brooks getting past Antonio Onella, makes a pass in front there for a shot, and that goes off the side of the net there from Singer. Was a goal tonight. It's been quite active offensively too, I must say. As this puck now goes to DeRosa, off the boards there for Novak. Novak hits the puck really hard off the boards as it's shot back past the blue line by Connor Brooks. Novak will shoot it into the zone as the Bears get a line change. Right wing pass coming back the other way for the Blue Hens as they get a wrist shot that goes high and wide. The chance coming from Griffin O'Shaughnessy. O'Shaughnessy coming into this game for the Blue Hens has 1 goal and 1 assist. And off this face-off, this puck bounces, corrals back towards the KU bench. A check is made there by Brennan on Josh Bauer. Neither player fell down. As Slutwinski trying to shoot it out of the zone, but we're going to get a whistle with 18:53 to go in the third period. Seemed to be a bit of a unexpected whistle, as they're simply going to move the face-off to the offside dot. Gibbons and Repsick. And off this face-off, the Bears win it. Perico to Slutwinski. Canestra. Going forward there is Perico. Backhands it there for Slutwinski. Off the boards going to Canestra. Canestra to Josh Bauer. Tipped off his skate. Lost the puck, however. Going to Ty Vastola, 5 in white. Picked up there by Luke Rich. Rich. To the corner goes there for Shane Brennan. Got in front there, and it's intercepted by Slutwinski. Canestra has Josh Bauer on the wing. It's a 2-on-2 for the Bears. Canestra with a shot. Deflected off the stick of Brennan and out of play. Colton Bates for this faceoff against Stephen Boyles. Boyles in his third game, coming into it with an assist. As Liam O'Neill couldn't get to the puck, instead it was nearly kept it back and coming the other way. It's a 2-on-1 there for the Blue Hens. It's Shedlock as that pass was blocked down by Colton Bates. Molino off the glass. Chasing for it was Charles Allen. A player goes down for the Bears. That was Phil Molino. The puck is still on the corner. It comes free to Colton Bates. Now to Jackson Foster, who broke his stick last game. Appears to be okay with his stick for now in this game. This bouncing knuckle puck goes there for Shedlock, as this pass intended there for Charles Allen would not go. Colton Bates, a sophomore, pass in the corner towards Molino. Got it in front there. Moving back the other way is Liam O'Neill. O'Neill behind the net. Setting up. O'Neill in the circle. To the point he goes there for Gavin Wolf with a shot. He scores! It's a 1-goal game! Gavin Wolf! His first goal of the season! And the Kutztown Golden Bears were down 3-0, have made it 3-2. A simple wrist shot made by Gavin Wolf finds his way into the back of the net. Don't go anywhere. 17:07 to go in the third. It's a 1-goal game at Delaware. As we'll get a whistle right after that, an offsides against the Blue Hens. Gavin Wolf, who is a graduate student as of today. The clock is actually running right now. The players were just pointing to it to stop it. I'm sure they'll fix it. Right now it says 16:53 to go in the game. They have to add a few more seconds to it, I believe, and they're going to wait for that. So so now we actually get a bit of a delay, kind of like the last few games. So they added 6 seconds to the clock. It's now 16:59, so a tad less than 17 minutes to go in regulation. Bears down 3-0. Novak made a 2-goal game, and Gavin Wolf, both players, their first goals of the season, and they've made it a 1-goal game. Bears being pretty ecstatic on the bench. I'm not sure if you're able to hear it, but they are pumped up. I'm sure that Coach Raul Batista and Billy Booth had some wise words to say to their players. And apparently, actually, today is National Coaching Day, or Coaches Day, I should say. Actually, KU made a post for Coach Batista, Booth, and as well as Coach O'Neill for D3. As we get some talks from the officials with the Delaware coaches. And as I say that, we have two Hens are going in the box of shame. Seemed to be a bit unexpected. Michael Sophia in for the Blue Hens, as well as Shane Brennan. So out of nowhere, the Bears are going to have a 5-on-4. Perico to Novak. Big chance for the Bears to tie it. Here is Grady winning wrist shot. He scores! The game is tied! Whole grains provide fiber, vitamins, and other nutrients to your complete breakfast. Stephen Grady ties the laces at 3. Power play goal. The Bears waste no time as we get a timeout called by Delaware. What a start to this period, less than 5 minutes in. And the Bears down 3-0, tied the game at 3. For Graney, that is his 3rd goal of the season. Has been very good at the face-off circle so far. As the Bears, in their biggest comeback so far of any game so far this season. We still have a lot of game left to go, but I must say, impressive comeback by the Maroon and goal. The goal is coming from, just if you guys don't know, Jackson Novak, Gavin Wolf getting their first of the season, and Stephen Graney getting his 3rd. My, oh my. The Bears, who are not looking too good for most of this game, doesn't matter too much now as it's tied. The fans in appreciation who made the trip for the Bears as we are tied at 3 at Delaware. Luke Repsick took it away. Here's the shot right on goal there from the red-hot Josh Bauer. Was denied. Bauer trying to give the Bears a 4-3 lead, but we're tied at 3. Josh Bauer chasing for it. That puck is chipped there to Connor Brooks. Connor Brooks ran into by Canestra. Chasing for it was Bauer. As now the Blue Hens will move on a 2-on-3. Swalinski trying to break up the pass, but he failed. As the Blue Hens will try to make a centering pass there from Griffin O'Shaughnessy. As that goes right to the net. Hey, Jay Johnny makes a big stop with 16:07 to go. Michael Gibbons on this face-off. Lobbed up into the air. And that pass is by Colton Bates. Makes a nice pass to Liam O'Neill, the freshman. It's O'Neill trying to give it to Bates, but it was blocked off a Blue Hen stick as it goes behind the net. Shane Brennan at center ice, clearing it past the blue line was Luke Rich. Shane Brennan behind the net there. They'll try to wrap it around in front. Here's a slap shot that goes wide there from Ty Vestola. A failed clear by Liam O'Neill. Possessed there by Shane Brennan. A lot of momentum in KU's favor as they have tied the game at 3, down 3-0. Kyle Kosh, beg your pardon, it's Michael Gibbons. Gets it back to the point. And it's picked up there by Crewell. Antonio Nella hits it off the glass as his puck goes past the blue line. Back come the Golden Bears. It's a 3-on-2. Colton Bates with DeRosa as he lost the puck. Good defensive hockey is made by Matthew Crowell. Shane Brennan. As it's cleared back into the zone, icing will be the call against the Blue Hens. So right now, number 8, Michael Sophia for the Blue Hens is still in the box. There's no penalty on the scoreboard for him. Must have been some kind of misconduct. As Dalton Bull will go over this faceoff with Frankie Izzy, Griffin Carpenter, Tyree Petaway, and Jackson Foster. Carpenter falls down. Pitchforks it there for Dalton Bull. That was Frankie Izzy, I beg your pardon. As this goes off towards the boards, they're bringing it into the zone. There was Luke Rich as it's forehanded back into the ice there by Petaway. Boyles. Now it's Brooks. Brooks on the angle. Gets someone shoveled there by Foster. And back comes Carpenter with a nice pass. Back comes, it's Frankie Izzy. Lost the puck there for Shedlock. And now the Blue Hens will move into the zone there for Brennan as that shot goes wide. And now the Blue Hens will get another wrist shot there coming there from Charles Allen that went wide. Shedlock to the point it goes there for another wrist shot that's blocked out. Good play made by Dalton Bull. Shedlock clears it in. 13:42 and counting to go in the third. We're tied at 3 after the Bears were down 3-0. Foster clears it in, bouncing it off to Stanching. As now the Blue Hens will move it back towards center ice. Shot back into the corner. Slutwinski to Paul Perricone. Now goes to Owen Pereka. He's looking for his first goal of the season. Porks, as they call him in the locker room. Rainey on the corner. That went across here towards Pereka, but it's taken back the other way by Viola. Nicholas Viola on a 3-on-2. Pass in front there for a shot. That's blocked out. The chance coming from Kyle Kosh. And now back comes Stephen Graney. Graney passed the line, trying to bust through the defense, but he couldn't cut right through them. He tried to go around them, but he failed. Gets checked hard there towards the boards. As I was just about to think, we are going to have, or are we? Just about to think we're going to have a penalty after that. As Grady was having some trouble getting back up as he's being checked by multiple Blue Hen players from that. As we are going to have a penalty, but it will not be against the Blue Hens. It is on Owen Pereka, as well as a penalty against the Blue Hens. So Owen Pereka in the box for KU, and Trent Laughlin in for the Blue Hens. So it will be 4-on-4 for the next 2 minutes. Off this tie-up. Won by the Golden Bears. Parago, a blast! Right pass save made by DeRose. Bears that close from taking the first lead of the night. Back coming the other way. It's Oseisny, makes a nice pass there for Singer! And then deflects over the goal. And they'll call play dead. 12:36 to go in the third. Singer and Repsick, 2 excellent hockey players. As this now goes to Brooks. Brooks gives it back to Singer, makes a no-look pass on his backhand while lifting one of his skates. Asannasi now goes to DeRosa. Behind his own goal. Antonio Onella. Outlet pass going back to DeRosa as he couldn't get past the line. It ran into there by Connor Brooks. As Singer, here's a shot that goes wide. Oh, man, what a point-blank chance there for Griffin O'Shaughnessy right in front of the goal. He gets it back, and he's denied once more by Jay Johnny as Bauer is trying to go after Connor Brooks as well as Repsick, but they'll break that up cleanly. Hope everyone watching is enjoying the game as we're tied at 3. The Golden Bears will be playing again D2 tomorrow at the campus rink. They'll be taking on Penn State Harrisburg, their main rival. I will be broadcasting that game, so stay tuned for that if you want to watch on the Bears again tomorrow night. Perico to DeRosa. Chips it past the blue line. 1 minute to go on 4-4. Vestola to Rich. Will burst the Jets, trying to get around DeRosa. He tried to make a deke around him, but he couldn't come up with it as he falls down towards the boards. Trying to escape with the puck in his stick and his skate. Comes free there for Crowell. As Canestra trying to whack for it as this puck goes all the way back to the defense. Vestola trying to keep in the zone there was Perricone, as DeRosa will have it behind his own goal. DeRosa, Novak behind his own net. As DeRosa, Graney, Perricone on the ice right now. 4-4 will end in 10 seconds. Graney with the tying goal going past the line. Graney trying to cut right by as that shot's blocked out. Rebound was loose as we are now back to 5-on-5. Barreca is going to join his other teammates to stay on the ice for now. A Bluehead lost his stick. That was Connor Brooks as the Blue Hens make a nice, good play is made by Boyles as the Blue Hens will move on in for a wrist shot. That's denied there by Johnny. The chance coming from Shedlock as his pass bounces in front there towards the defense for a wrist shot blocked there by Jackson Novak. Novak will now make the pass to Owen Pareca. Novak gets it back, however, as he clears it past the line. Bounces off of DeRose and over the net, actually. It was a weird ricochet as the Bears get some fresh legs. Pass there going to Charles Allen coming from Tyler Shedlock as now Stephen Boyles has it on the corner. 10 minutes to go in the period as we're going to get a whistle with 9:59 left. We have a penalty coming up. And I believe it's on the Bears based on Tyree Petaway's reaction to it. Who is it going to be against? It will be against the Bears. Penalty coming up on Jackson Foster. Colton Bates, Paul Perrico, Phil Molito, and Michael DeRosa will be on the ice on the penalty kill. Blue Hens allowing 3 unanswered goals, trying to respond back as we're tied at 3. Little less than 10 minutes and counting to go in regulation time. Singer to Brooks. Brooks a shot along its path, but it's blocked off the pad there. The waffle board of Jay Johnny in goal. Now it's Gibbons on the point. Gibbons back and comes there for Brooks. Brooks on the corner there for Singer, a shot that deflected off the safety netting. So the Boston penalty is a boarding call being confirmed by James Witherwright, play-by-play announcer, public address announcer for the Blue Hens. As the wrist shot, left pass save is made by Jay Johnny. That was coming from Gibbons as he covers up the rebound. DeRosa is trying to make some checks after the play. No penalties were called as a result of that. As there's a minute 32 left on the Foster penalty. Singer off this face-off. Got it back to the point of Brooks. Brooks in front there for Gibbons. Holding on. Looking at some options. Singer gets it back. He has a goal tonight. Looking to get his second. Singer. Down to Kosh. Gibbons. Side of the net there goes towards Brooks. Puck towards the back. Trying to get it right in front for a shot. And that was blocked down. O'Shaughnessy was right in front of the goal, but he was denied. Now it's Singer again with a wrist shot that goes wide of the blocker side of Jay Johnny. Little less than a minute to go in the power play. Little less than 9 minutes to go in the game. We're tied at 3. Pass in front deflected off of DeRosa. He gets checked hard there, and that will be a penalty against the Blue Hens. It'll be 4-4 for 47 seconds, but after that, it'll be a power play for the Golden Bears. It is a cross-checking penalty, and this will be on Griffin O'Shaughnessy. He's in for 2 minutes. Dalton Bull in this face-off. Couldn't win it. One short-handed by Luke Rich. Got it there for Trent Laughlin. Laughlin there for Crowell. Crowell in front there to Luke Rich. As now the Golden Bears, so that was Carpenter was checked at center ice. DeRoche left it there for his defense. Gathered up there by Luke Rich. Outlet passes is cleared back towards Paul Perico. Perico off the boards to Tyree Petaway. Petaway to Perico. And the Golden Bears are on the power play for a minute 13 and counting. Shot back into the zone, no icing here. Novak. Trying to give it there for O'Neal. Has it behind his net. 7:40 counting to go in the third. Don't go anywhere. It's a tie game here at Delaware. Novak to Perico. To Stephen Graney going past the blue line. Graney steps back. Now gives it back for Novak. Graney on the corner. Makes a nice move. Graney going right behind the net as he's going to turn back in front for a shot. And a nice pad stop is made by Nathan DeRose. 26 seconds on the power play. Outlet pass intended for Graney. Gets the puck back, however, from William O'Neal. Graney makes a nice deke. Going right behind the net again. Trying to make a pass to Novak. Gets it to him anyway. Novak still holding on. As Perico, Bauer's wing in front of the goal. Perico's shot. And a glove save is made by DeRoche. Perhaps his biggest of the game. 8 seconds to go on the power play. 6:53 left in this game. Blue Hens looking to get their first win of the season. Kutztown trying to make it a 3-game winning streak. Repsic, Canestra, Bauer, DeRosa, and Perico are on the ice off the draw. 5 seconds on the power play. Repsic behind the net. Going to the corner. Back and pass towards the point. DeRosa. And out of the box there. Trying to make a pass was O'Shaughnessy. As we're back to 5-on-5 hockey for now. Fastola. Off the boards, coming back the other way is Allen. Allen going past the line. Trying to get the puck on the corner. Allen there for Viola. As it bounces towards center ice. Josh Bauer will chase for it on the corner. Has had some clutch moments late in games. Getting the game-winning goal, giving the Bears a 6-5 lead over the Buffalo State Bengals with about 2.5 minutes left. And he got the overtime winner, winning 4-3 over the Ramapode Roadrunners 1 week ago. With less than 6 minutes to go in the game. We're still tied at 3. Buckle up. It's going to be intense until the end. Gavin Wolf getting his first goal of the season. Touched it there for Canestra. Gets it back to the point of Perico. Backhands it towards the corner for Josh Bauer to intend to retrieve. Has the puck there. Takes down Blue Hens player. Throws one in front there for Canestra. Allows it back to the corner. Perico, DeRosa asking for the puck. Won't get it as Canestra goes behind Gretzky's office. Canestra there for DeRosa. Chips it back for Canestra. Holding on. Wristing a shot. That was blocked down as Canestra gets it back. The shot was blocked there by Charles Allen. 19 for the Blue Hens. As O'Neal gives it for Perico. Line change for Delaware. As that shot on net, it's a right pass. Rebound in front. Another shot save is made by DeRose. The second chance, I believe, coming from Perico. As now goes to Liam O'Neal. Makes a nice deke. And the Blue Hens will now rush the other way on a 1-on-2. DeRosa made a good play to end that pass. 4:42 and counting to go in this game. Tied at 3. As Delaware has it right behind that backhand shot that goes wide. Coming from O'Shaughnessy. Now comes back for another shot blocked down as we have a penalty coming up. Will be against Kutztown. The Blue Hens are going on a big power play here. Singer in front there, front backhand shot. Glove save made by Jay Johnny. The Bears touch up. And watch out. We have the biggest penalty and power play of the game coming up. It'll be against the Golden Bears. The Blue Hens getting a chance to retake back the lead. This will be a holding penalty against defenseman Tyree Petaway. Bad Boys, the Cops team, playing in the background appropriate theme. As with 4:18 to go in the game, we're tied at 3. The Blue Hens going on a huge power play and a big penalty kill for Kutztown. Michael Gibbons behind himself there for Connor Brooks. Kutztown desperate to get their first win of the season. Brooks bringing it past the line. Brooks trying to get around Paracode. Stops. Brooks lost it from Paracode. As Paracode couldn't clear it out, touches it on the corner, trying to kill some clock. Foster off the high glass and gets it to center ice to Stephen Grady. Short-handed on a 1-on-4, making some dekes as he couldn't get past a few defenders. Grady trying to throw it in front of the goal crease, but no Golden Bear to tip it home. Kyle Cost makes the pass to Singer, makes a nice play on Foster, makes another nice deke as it's poked away by Jay Johnny, who covers the rebound. We have some physicality going on in front of the blue paint right after the play. I believe Gavin Wolf was one of the players in the middle of that mosh pit. One of our penalties will be assessed from that. So we're going to have another penalty. It is on Jackson Novak. So it will be 5-on-3 for 57 seconds. All hands on deck for the Golden Bears now. So there was no penalties against the Blue Hens from that mad scramble in front of the blue paint. So Novak's penalty is actually a correction. It's a 5-minute major on Jackson Novak. 5-on-3 for 57 seconds, but this power play will last the remainder of regulation and will go into overtime if it is necessary. Oh boy, Novak, who got his first goal of the season, not really thinking about that now. This is not good for KU. As it goes to Crowell. Pass now goes to Luke Rich. Crowell gets it back. Rich there, moving right by, trying to make a right wing pass. It was blocked there by DeRosa. Skating it there is Brennan as they hold on into the zone. Brennan still waiting. Right wing feed goes there for a shot deflected wide, coming there from Tyler Shedlock. 2:45 and counting to go in the game. We're tied at 3. Big opportunities for the Blue Hens. For a wrist shot that was blocked wide. DeRosa appears to be a bit shaken up, but he gets back on his feet. He's kind of hobbling to stay on the ice. Crowell gets it back there for Luke Rich. 2.5 to go in the game. Pass goes there in front. That deflected off a second. Backhand shot. And an easy glove save is made by Jay Johnny. The Tyree penalty is done, but it's still a major power play for the Blue Hens. 4:04 to go in that, 2:17 to go in the game. It will go into overtime if necessary. As DeRosa is going to slowly go to the bench, I think he's hurting something in his hand. He's feeling some kind of discomfort as he's going to come out of the bench. But meanwhile, the Blue Hens win this face-off as they get a wrist shot turned away by Jay Johnny, coming there from Michael Gibbons. Gibbons rushing the other way. Going past the line. Now pass into the KU zone. Gibbons on the point. Little less than 2 minutes to go in the game. We're tied at 3. Anything can happen, especially in the great game of hockey. Arcesti trying to throw it across there for Perico, who fanned on his clear. Going to Phil Molina, who backhands it all the way down. Pass now going to Gibbons. O'Shaughnessy trying to get around Perico, and someone succeeds in doing so. 1:26 and counting to go in the game. It's basically overtime now. Kyle Kosh behind the net off the boards going to Michael Gibbons. Gibbons will turn back. Has it on the corner. Ran into there by Foster. As it comes back towards the point. Holding on is Stephen. Actually, that was Michael Sophia. As Sophia was unable to. Actually, that is an onside play. As we're in the last minute to play in regulation. Tied at 3. 2:38 and counting to go in the major penalty against Jackson Novak. Kyle Kosh on the corner. Got one there back for Gibbons. Gibbons there as that pass goes right to the side of the cage of Kyle Kosh as he couldn't even get towards the pads there of Jay Johnny. 35 seconds left. Here's Singer. Blocker save made by Jay Johnny again. 30 seconds to go. Side of the net, there's Kyle Kosh. Now it's Singer. Gibbons on the point. Kept it onside. 20 seconds left. Tied at 3. Gibbons still waiting. Now it's Singer waiting. Releasing a wrist shot. And it's swallowed up by Jay Johnny. 14.5 seconds left. 2:01 to go in the major penalty against Novak. Puck is dropped. 12 seconds and counting left. Shedlock. Centering pass for a shot that was blocked down as DeRosa is now back on the ice. That's good to see. Cleared all the way back down. And as the puck was cleared, a blue hen was down on the circle. That was Shane Brennan. 1.7 seconds left. A player for the Golden Bears falls down. That was Repsick. And keep in mind, play is blown dead as we're going to have two penalties. One against Tyree Pettaway. He's now back in the box. And one penalty against the Blue Hens. This is Shane Brennan. And it appears that there's not going to be one penalty against the Blue Hens. There is going to be two. One against Shane Brennan. The other against Max Flichtenstein, who has a goal tonight. They'll update the penalties on the scoreboard shortly. 1.7 seconds left. So it'll be 4-4 for now. 1.7 seconds to go. Graney, Repsick, DeRosa, and Perico on the ice for the Golden Bears. Off this tie-up, one defensively, and for the second straight game, we are going to overtime. So there's still 1:46 on the Novak penalty. There's still 1:59 left on the penalty against Max Flichtenstein for the Delaware Blue Hens. The Bears were down 3-0 in the second period. Jackson Novak got his first of the year. And less than 5 minutes into the third, Gavin Wolf gets his first of the year. And Stephen Graney gets his third of the year to tie the Laces at 3. Both teams talking with their benches. It will be interesting to say the least on how this game is going to end. And one thing I wanted to mention for the rules in Kutztown's league in the AAU, that there are no shootouts. There's only wins, losses in regulation, and wins and losses in overtime. There's no shootouts. So if no goal is scored after the end of overtime, this game will end in a tie. So the Golden Bears will get a power play if the game is still going on when the Novak penalty expires. It'll be a brief power play for 13 seconds. Graney, DeRosa, as well as Luke Repsick on the ice, and overtime is on the way for the second straight game. Singer going past the line, and this is an offsides against Delaware. On one end is a team looking to get the first win of the season in the Blue Hens, and another is a team in the Kutztown Golden Bears trying to escape with a win to get their third straight victory in a row. Off this tie-up, one there by the Golden Bears to Stephen Graney. Has DeRosa on the wing. Graney's going to try to cut right by. Leaves it there for Luke Repsick. Repsick a shot tipped in for DeRosa, and he missed the net with the shot. I believe actually DeRosa actually got a piece of it. Now it's DeRosa behind the net. DeRosa towards Luke Repsick, chipped towards him. 4.5 to go in overtime. Stephen Graney. 3-on-3 on Olympic-sized ice to D-Rose. DeRosa with Graney as he's still going to hold on. Has Repsick behind him as the Blue Hens will try to take it away, and they do. Brooks there for Singer, and now goes there for O'Shaughnessy. O'Shaughnessy in overtime, trying to move right in there. Holding it for a shot, and a big save is made by Jay Johnny, his biggest of the night. D-Rose's pass was blocked down, trying to give it to Graney, who takes it back. Here's a 2-on-2 for the Bears. Stephen Graney holding on. Toe drag shot. Save made there by DeRose as watch out, the Blue Hens move on. 2-on-1. Outlet pass there. It goes to Gibbons. Gibbons waiting. Pass across, and they score! Matthew Crowell wins it in overtime, and the Delaware Blue Hens get their first win of the season. They win 4-3 in overtime. Crowell on defense, his 4th game of the season, gets his first goal and point, and he wins it for the Blue Hens in overtime. Delaware finally gets their first win of the season as the record now changes from 0-3-1 to 1-3-1. As Kutztown's 2-game win streak comes to an end, their record now changes from 3-1-0 to 3-2-0. Like I was saying, the Golden Bears will be back tomorrow against Penn State Harrisburg. And do not worry, I'll be there back on Nick's Hockey broadcast. I'm Nicholas Garofalo. Thank you for joining us for another edition of Kutztown Hockey on Nick's Hockey broadcast. The final score, the Delaware Blue Hens win 4-3 in overtime. Good night.